Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Burda Style magazine flip through. Today we have issue 12 2023. I cannot believe that is already 12 2023. So again, the end of the year issue from Burda is a really nice red color. I really like it. And they are telling us that we get a little bit of party clothes. We get a little bit of basic clothes, and I will say that I did take a look of the patterns and I have a little bit mixed feelings. There are a few really good ones, but there are also some of them, although they are good, they're like the whole story is not really fitting with each other, but still there are some really nice patterns in this one. So let's see, the first one is the cover dress, which is not a very, how should I say, you know, it's interesting. It's made by the fabrics that they used again. In this case we have the base is a satin, red satin, polyester satin, and the outside fabric is a black lace. They choose to leave the sleeves without the satin, so they are a little bit they are see-through. The only thing that there is a white shaped waistband here. I really love the shape here in the back and the v-neck in the back. The only thing that is a little bit bothering me in this dress is the fact that the sleeve is not really coming on the shoulder, and I wonder if the design is like this or it's just the fit of the model. But I think this will look really gorgeous if the shoulder, the sleeve will end or will come exactly on the shoulder point, and you will get all these beautiful gathers on the top of the sleeve exactly on the shoulder. That will be really, really nice. For the rest, the neckline is binded also with some satin, I think, and they added some satin accents on the waistband. The next pattern is something that I think it has more place later in the magazine into the basics patterns. I have the feeling that there are a lot of patterns in this issue, maybe it's just me. The only problem that I have with this one is a really nice basic shirt with long sleeves, a kind of a bishop sleeve, a lot of volume that is coming into a fitted cuff. It's made for stable knits, as I said. It's a ponte knit. The only thing is that to bring it a little bit into the party feeling, they added some lace applique here. The only thing is that when you are adding these kind of details, in my opinion, you have very fast, you can go into the kitschy homemade stuff, and adding these flowers here is really just making that. I think just leave it with this little, with this V shape here, and leave it like this. This is just a little bit too much, although I'm not a big fan of this kind of appliques anyway. Then we have two jacquard jackets. This one is something, it's a really nice one, but we had this one a lot in the Burda magazines. This one is also a nice one. I don't know if we had it before, probably yes, but this one has really nice, some nice details. It has here dart in the elbow, very nice, and later in the magazine is made also in other fabrics, and even as a long coat, very, very nice. Then we have here two party dresses. I don't know, these ones, they call this a little bit the Spanish inspired looks. This is a Carmen dress. Well, it's made in a this is a silky jersey. Yeah, what can I say? It's a very simple jersey dress with a flounce on the shoulders. This dress here, they have later in the magazine, they have another variation with the same top. This top has, the top of the dress has a very interesting, the pattern piece is very interesting, how it's looking, but the whole execution of it and how it's looking when it's made is almost looking like she stuffed her blouse not so nicely in her skirt, and you'll see it later also in the other one. It's not looking like it's something intentional, and you know that you put a lot of work into it. I have mixed feelings about this one. I really like the sleeves, how they are here. Later they used a similar thing with the blouse, but those sleeves are not so nice. And for the rest, you know, they're out of roses. It's you know, it's a lot. This is a really nice dress here. It has some gathers on the hip. It has some pleats. It's a rep style top here. It has some nice pleats in the front that are corresponding with some pleats on the sleeves. The only problem is with this length here. I cannot see, it's a really pity that we don't get a full picture of this, but I'm afraid that when you start to walk with this one, you have a really big chance that it will start to curl up a little bit. So I will say by adding just a little bit of fabric here down will make it much more comfortable, and you know, a little bit lesser chances for accidents. This is another variation. It's something what I was talking about with the roses dress. This blouse here has a fitted sleeve, and then from the elbow a little bit up down you get 3 layers for this blouse, for this sleeve. I think this is a lot of length. It's a pity that we cannot see how long they are, but I think this is a lot of length here in this sleeve. So I think you could easily go just with 2, or just make every layer just a little bit shorter. They also they finished here with some a little bit of lace, and they say that if you like a cleaner look you could skip the lace. They give also a pattern for the beautiful flower here. The blouse has an invisible a blind what's the name, a hidden bottom placket. Then we have another variation of the bodice from the roses dress. You can see here, this is just looking bad. Although what I really like in this one are the sleeves. The sleeves, they are made in such a way that this lower part of the sleeve is getting, I think, closed, or it's just making a pleat that is then you stitch some faux buttons, I think, here. They are not really functional, if I'm not mistaken, but I really like this treatment of the sleeve. Then we have a very simple midi skirt with side pockets, but they used here a fancy fabric, and you know, that's enough for this fabric, a simple skirt. Next we have some Christmas special things. We have a nice teddy bear. I made something similar before from Burda, very nice. Some Christmas accessories. We have a little Christmas tree. I know there are more on the internet from the indies, but we have it now in Burda, and a little star pillow. Here you can see how everything is getting made. Then we have one of the patterns that are a little bit out of the, you know, collection. How should I say? It's not fitting with anything, but actually it's a really nice pattern. It's made in a ponte knit. It has some interesting seams in the front, welt pockets. Also the back gets some nice top stitching. And I will say that if your head is fitting through the neck hole here, I think you can. And there is also a little, of course, her hair is sitting in the way. Why not? There is a really nice V piece here, exactly at the neckline. Very nice. And I think that if your head is fitting through that hole, neck hole, you don't really need to put a zipper. There is a zipper in the dress, but it's not very fitted, you know. I think it would be easy to pull on. In this issue of Burda, we have also 3 men's pattern, but actually it's only one with 3 variations. The first one is a cardigan. This one is made in a jersey wool fabric, something knitted. It has a zipper in the front. It has some binding around the edges, so there is no need for facings and stuff like that. I think it's a nice one. It's made for sizes 48 to 56. We are now in the basics section. This is a really basic skirt. This one is made with a quilted fabric. It will be warm, I guess, for winter. You have some zippers on the sides. Then we have here a blouson type bomber jacket style with elastic at the bottom. The same elastic at the cuffs. It's made in a faux fur fabric, and the really nice thing is that it's lined, so that's nice. You could totally line this one also with a quilted fabric, something not really thick, and you'll get yourself a really nice warm jacket. They did use here some quilted fabric, but to make a cape. This one, there is really not so much to say about it. Very easy. Then we have a variation on that red top from earlier with the applique on the front. This one is looking so messy, I don't really get it. It must be the fabric that is probably way too soft. The other one is made in a stable knit. This one is a ribbed jersey, which we know that can be really floppy. And this neckline is just, I'm not sure if the neckline of the top is so wide or if it's just the fabric that is really not behaving very nicely. But still a nice basic top. Here we have a dress, which is kind of nice. It has a bunch of pin tucks. I think there are a total of 16. And my tip will be, make these pin tucks really the size that they are supposed to be made, because if you are making them all kind of sizes, so 1, 1.5, and then again 1, you have the chance that you are not going to fit into the dress, because from what I can see here is a pretty fitted dress at the waist. It has also an invisible zipper in the back, so that will require a bit of precision sewing. Then we have a denim dress, very easy to make. Some nice seams here to do some interesting top stitching. I think for this weather it could be a little bit longer on the sleeves. It has a nice cuff also, but I really love this men's jacket slash shirt, and they did use here some quilted fabric to line it, so this will be a really nice and cool and warm jacket slash shirt. Another basic, a lot of basics. We have wool knit fabric, you know, the little bit of those heavier knits. And here they don't use any linings, but they also finished here all the edges with binding. I will say next time use also some binding to connect the hood to the body, or I don't know, because this is looking like a little bit unfinished. But I think it would be not so difficult also to make a lining for this piece and make it a really nice warm jacket. And then the last variation for the men's patterns is this jacket, which is made in a wool boucle. I suppose it is also lined from what I can see here a little bit. I am not sure, but it has some nice welt pockets, of single welt pockets, and I did finish a tutorial today for a pocket like this with a really cool technique. I'll put it soon online so you can use it on this beautiful shirt. Another variation of the jacket we've just seen before in a wool knit. This one is a kind of coat wool, they call it here. Also, it's not lined. Everything is finished with bind. The edges are bound. Also for the pockets. I really like his shirt or jacket, how they call it. Then we go more in the basics. We have a lot of basics. This is a really cool shirt actually. I really like this insertion here. You could also play a little bit of color blocking. This one is made in, I think it's for woven. It's a polyester. But this one is nice. I think, if I'm thinking a little bit, I think I've seen this before. But I kind of like it. It will require a little bit of precision here on the V's, front and back. And you'll see very soon another variation. We have here a pair of pants which are made in a faux leather. I find these faux leathers, I'm always afraid that they are a little bit sweaty. Maybe it's just me. It has an invisible zipper on the side, you know, and a seam here on the, I think this seam could be easily removed. I hate these seams here on the knees. They're not always very comfortable. And the cool thing is we get tutorial for this jacket, and there is also a video tutorial for it. So the jacket, you know, with the lining, very, very cool. You can see here all the details, also for the sleeve, very nice, very clear. The hood, nice. All right, a few styling ideas for the midi skirt and for that long coat. And this one is also in the magazine. Oh, and the blouse, of course. As I said, there are some patterns. They are like really crazy. I don't get it. Now we have the styling flowers in the winter. here it is, that dress from earlier, you know, although here is looking a little bit better. Here is looking again like something went wrong with the fabric, and you can see just a little bit of that beautiful sleeve treatment with the pleat and the 4 buttons that are just stitched on, I think, and the pleat that is formed. I think this one is really nice. Again, I'm really bothered about this, whatever it is, and they used a great fabric again. Then we have this shirt with a really interesting little collar that we cannot see because she has her hair on it. There's not a lot to say about it. The only different detail is this little collar here. Then we have these pants, which are really odd to me. It's like, you know, I think if you make them without these ties, they could be a nice pair of pants, but with the ties they are just looking, you know, maybe I'm not so fashion forward. Here we have a variation of that top with the V insert in the front and in the back. Here the V is only in the front, and in the back is actually, the front has like a tie that is getting wrapped over and then got to the front. It's a very nice detail. For the rest, it's a simple dress made in a viscose crepe, but I think it has something really sweet. The pants from earlier made in the faux leather, which are made here in velvet. Again, I suppose that is supposed to be like a design detail, but I don't really like that. And these ones we've seen so many in Burda. The basic skirt, this is also totally out of everywhere. I really don't get this collection in this issue. I really like this cardigan. It's a very simple, very basic, but yet so useful piece. This one is made in a knit, but I think we all know how useful can be such a simple cardigan like this. And this one is just a knit skirt. Can be also very easy to wear. I really like actually the whole outfit here. But for this one, this is a great piece. Not too tight, something very casual and also very easy to make. Sorry about that. I talk a lot and I'm not done. Here we have a variation of that shirt jacket from earlier. I'm sorry. Here is made in a wool. With some really big welt pockets, very nice. A nice deep split in the back. A variation of the dress from earlier, although he is not looking so tight, I don't really understand this. It's a really nice top, although on the other model was looking very tight. He is like, I don't know if it's her size, but again, as you can see, you can make a really nice top out of it. Then we have, really, I'm so thrown off by all these garments, although they are, most of them, they are really nice. This one is made in also in a faux leather, and of course you have the chance to make all these nice top stitching lines here. But again, it's like something is they just put it together in a magazine, you know. And here, that's why I did not say a lot when we've seen this first, but here we have also a tutorial for this coat, which is really nice. I really like this one. It's very casual, easy to make, easy to wear. Well, it must be easy to make because you don't have a lot to worry about the shoulder and shoulder pads and all that. There are a bunch of pieces, of course, but I think it's a very nice pattern. Although I see here that you are looking somewhere around 4 meters of fabric for this coat, so it's a lot of fabric, and about 3 meters for lining. Well, that's really a lot, but it's great that you get also a tutorial with it, which is really awesome. And that's it. We are at the end of this Burda. I have the feeling that there are a lot of patterns this month. You can see them here all, and we can take a look inside. Usually I I'm completely lost, but I was thinking that we always get all of them here, but now I have also a bunch here. Or maybe it's just me. I'm a little bit confused today, I guess. So here are all the patterns. If I was to choose my favorites from this issue, I think I will give this one a try, at least as a top, because of all these details. This one is a really great one for ponte knits. I really like this, really easy to make and, you know, basic classic cardigan. I love the men one, this one with the hood and the lined and the fact that it's lined also. And let's see, where is the big coat? The coat here, also very nice. The shorter version is also nice, and you can totally use this color on this jacket. Well, I'm just going to not to watch to these ones, because this we've seen already so much. And also this one is also very nice. The blouse, you know, with the V insertion. So this was it. This was Burda Style, the last issue for this month, but of course we are going to get in December the one from January already. So we are not done this year already with the flip-throughs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, of course, and also don't forget to tell me your opinions about this issue. Happy sewing, everybody. Bye.